And
let's take a break to shake up our salads. What's up, guys? Welcome back. We have such a big announcement for this video. I mean, as you guys can tell, we are in a new setting, a new crib. Take it away.
What?
Say we bought a house. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So this video is such a huge announcement, such a huge milestone in our lives. I mean, you guys can clearly tell by the background we're in a new setting. We bought a house!
Yes, sir.
Hey. A lot of you guys actually were suspecting in the comments that we bought a house, especially after the apartment tour. A lot of you guys were like, where is the nursery supposed to go? Like, where's the baby's room? So when we saw those comments, we were like, damn, they're on to us. They know.
I mean, it's pretty obvious though at this point. What other type of big announcement could we have other than a house? You know, we already have a baby, we're married, like, there's nothing really else. The
kids are still adjusting to the new house. You guys can probably hear Nala crying in the back. But yeah, guys, we bought a house. We moved in 2 days ago. So that's why our Vlogmas schedule has not been...
been slacking a
couple
past days, but...
We have a good excuse,
guys.
We've
been super busy, like OD busy.
Moving is so much work, especially when you're 6 months pregnant. It was so much work, like on our feet. We did hire movers, which we did vlog like the moving process. So luckily the movers did all the heavy lifting, which was so great. But still, I'm someone who I need to unpack and be comfortable and organized right away. So we've literally been like unpacking from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to sleep.
She's OD about that.
You aren't OD enough.
I am very in tune with my mental health, so I like to take breaks. And I know if I work from sun up to sundown, I'm gonna overstress myself.
But you guys can tell we order food because that's where our fridge is supposed to go.
Yeah,
our
it's not here
fridge
yet.
Got delayed, which is pretty annoying because this house, you guys, if you guys saw behind the scenes,
it's so stressful.
So stressful. Buying a home is not easy. And always, I would get so many comments on my videos like, Naz, why don't you just buy a house for the amount of money you pay for rent? Why don't you just buy a house? It is not that simple, okay? First of all, you need to save up for a down payment. That was our thing. Like, I would literally get so mad when I read those comments because, like,
don't you think that's what I'm trying to do?
We're so happy that we don't have to pay rent anymore. I hated paying rent every month because I'm like, that's literally money down the drain.
Yeah, it's cool. That money's not going towards anything but the person who owns the building.
Pointless. Exactly. So that is why we wanted to buy a house so bad. I mean, obviously we needed more space, and I knew when our lease was up because our lease was up in our apartment October 28th, but we have such an amazing landlord. Literally, our landlord is incredible.
Shout out to Henry.
Shout out to Henry, Hen Dog. We love you. But he let us pay like monthly as much as we needed, so we didn't like get kicked out of our apartment. If we had to deal with that, because our old apartment building, the one I lived in,
this is a new build. So
oh yeah, this is a new.
That's why we needed the extension on our lease, because the house wasn't even done being built by the time our lease was up.
Yeah, so when we're in the process of buying this house, we found this subdivision, we found this neighborhood, and we fell in love right away. Super homey.
Naz did. Naz is the best at finding like places to stay and live. Like all of our Airbnbs, our hotels and everything, she always snaps.
Aww,
she found this.
So sweet, babe. I did my research. Like when I want to do something, guys, from sun up to sundown, I'm searching. I'm never someone who just be talking, you know what I mean? When we decided we want to buy a house, I made sure to do my research, to look around. I was looking at houses every single day. So when we found this area, we fell in love right away. It's so homey, big shopping centers.
It's perfect.
What else? Great schools. That's something that we actually had to pay attention to this time, was the school district, how close the house is to schools.
The schools in our area are amazing.
Low crime rate. It's just everything about this. It's a gated community, very safe.
Yeah, so we have 24-hour security outside of our neighborhood. Like, that's what's very important to me. Those of you who don't really know me on the like day-to-day, I am like super observant, and I kind of observe to the point where I like freak Naz out sometimes, and the safety of my family is very important. So the fact that
it's so safe
that it's a gated community and we feel so safe, and And the thing is that before we found out that we were pregnant, we were also looking for houses because we had Roxy.
To rent though.
But we were looking to rent. But just because we had Roxy, we're like,
we need a backyard for the dogs.
We needed a backyard. We needed more space.
So yeah, we knew we wanted a house in a bigger space. But the thing is, no one is gonna let you rent their place when you have 3 animals. Most of them, it would be like small dogs, possible, or a cat. And then none of them allowed like more than 2 animals, let alone a bully breed. Sorry guys, no one's crying in the back. But let alone a bully breed and like weight limits. I was just done dealing with that. I was done with people telling me what to do with my house, with my home. If I want to put 40 dogs in the back of my home, I want to be able to do so. So that is why we were just like done. We wanted to buy a home. But let's take a break to shake up our salads. So because we're in a new area, like we haven't tried this place before, we wanted something healthy because you guys know the drill when you move. It's like fast food.
We ate Wendy's the past 2 days. We ain't even gonna lie to you.
Because we don't have a fridge, so we can't really like go grocery shopping yet, and we're going back home for the holidays, so it's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
So we found this healthy spot, Urbane Cafe. I don't know, looks good. I got the cilantro chicken salad, and then I got the kids turkey sandwich, and then Mel got the kids cheese pizza, and then barbecue salad.
Barbecue chicken salad. Dealing with the house has been like a past few months thing, but this month of December has been one of the most stressful months for us. Like doing Vlogmas, and then we're like in the process of moving. And then on top of that, just the weeks, probably like 2 weeks before we moved in were the most stressful because it was like, we had to send in the final down payment and then wait for that to process and go through. We had to sign all of our papers, wait for that to process and go through. And then we were supposed to get our keys on a Friday, ended up having to wait till Monday. The office is closed at like 5. We didn't get a call until almost 4:45. So we were just like at home shaking and nervous. Like, so it's just been a lot for us. And that's why we've kind of been slacking on Vlogmas, because we will be doing so much packing and moving, and then we look up and it's already 4 o'clock. So we're like, it's too late.
It's been really hard. So yeah, before we started looking into this subdivision, I remember talking to the realtor. I was 8 weeks pregnant. So that's when this process started. I'm 27 weeks pregnant. So it's been a long time in the process. This house, we decided to buy it.
There was a lot of back and forth too.
Lots
I remember
of back and forth.
At one point you were just like, forget it. Like, let's just do another year in the apartment and then we'll find somewhere next year. Because
I will say we didn't know that we could afford what we really could afford.
Yeah.
It wasn't until we actually spoke to a lender and saw what we actually qualified for, because we were looking at houses a lot cheaper than this one, and nothing was calling my name, because I wasn't just looking for a home just to get a home. Like, this is an investment. We were looking for a home that we could possibly raise 2 to 3 kids in, not just one. We just weren't impressed with anything we would see.
And the investment piece is really huge, because obviously we see our careers growing, maybe onto different things, but we also just see like our level of living increasing as well. So maybe in a couple years we can flip this place. And so like, we really were looking at this as an investment, and that's why kind of, as far as the price and things that we're buying, we're like not really thinking too much about how much things cost, but more if it's a good investment or not.
So of course we're gonna do an empty house tour, but you'll see the backyard and the front yard aren't finished, like, so that's kind of on us to do the landscaping. So we're gonna add the pool, the hot tub, all that stuff ourselves. So that'll obviously increase the value of the home, and when we, let's say we want to sell it in like 5 years or something like that. So I mean, we're already thinking about that. You know, we definitely
everything around here is new. Like, they literally are still working
still
on.
Isn't the best.
They're still working on and finishing a new shopping center like right down the road. We don't even have service in this area besides Wi-Fi. So they haven't even put up service towers yet. Like, that's how new this entire area is. So we already know that in 5 to 10 years, the price that we pay for this house is going to be doubled, if not more than that.
And also in a vlog that I did a long time ago, I said that Baba came to visit for a few days to help me with a decision. He came out here just to give us his opinion on the house.
Actually, shout out to Baba. We wouldn't even gotten this lot. Like, this lot right now is so huge. Like, wait till you guys see.
We have the biggest lot in the neighborhood. We have the big,
like they have a map in the sales office, and we literally have the biggest lot in the neighborhood. And those of you who aren't too familiar with the jargon, lot meaning like the land that we own and that our house sits on, like, it's the biggest in the neighborhood. So we wouldn't have even thought about this place if it was for Baba, but he came in, he looked at the map, and he immediately saw the biggest lot, and he's like, how about this one?
And she's like, well, that one's available, but it was $100,000 more than the one we were looking at. It was worth it to us. Like, we definitely don't want to take if we're gonna buy a house, we're gonna buy a house. We're not gonna just buy something, you know? Because
things like this are investments. Yeah. We also just want to teach all of you guys out there to think about things like that when you're making certain purchases. Like, yeah, it might cost a lot at the time, but you have to think about it as an investment. So we did mention in a previous video, we did want to talk more about investing and things like that. So you got to kind of think about it. Okay, this house was $100,000 more because of the size of the lot and also how desirable it is in the neighborhood. But when you're talking in terms of having a lender and paying mortgage, that's only a couple, $100 more in your mortgage. So you can't think of like that 100K as 100,000. Yeah. You think of it more as that's only $100 more on your monthly payments. Yeah, because it's going to be spread out over 15 or 30 years, depending which one you pick. Depending on how long your loan is. This was definitely a huge learning process for us. I feel like Mel and I aged 30 years in this year. Like, we got married, we got pregnant, and bought a house in 1 year. That's more than people do in like 10 years. We definitely fast forwarded through it, but I feel like I learned so much this year. I feel like we've matured so much this year. And I'm just happy because now at this point, I even tell Naz this all the time, like, what do we have to worry about at this point? You know what I mean? Like, we're married, we have our baby on the way, we have our house. Like, from now on, all we have to worry about is elevating the life that we currently live. Like, we're very blessed. So in September, we found this house. Obviously, it's a new build, so it wasn't finished yet. We did get to pick a few things in this house, but this was like a quick delivery home. So we couldn't pick and choose every little thing, but we were able to choose our flooring. I was able to pick the countertops, not the cabinets, unfortunately. I did want a white kitchen, but like, whatever, I love it anyway. We got to pick the tile in the bathroom. And then we did carpet just in the baby's room and then like a few other rooms. In the 2 guest rooms. Yeah, just because it made it a little bit cheaper. Our parents, you know, they're from the East Coast. They're used to having carpets in their room and stuff like that. They like carpet, you know. Yeah, they like it. But anyways, as I was saying, we just kept on getting delayed and pushed back because that's what happens with new constructions. They have a delay in materials getting delivered and then just weather problems. Especially in the area that we're at, it's super windy. So we were supposed to move in end of October, then they pushed it to mid-November, and then they pushed it to early December, and then we didn't actually move in until December 17th. 17th? December 16th. Well, yeah, but we closed on the 13th. Yeah, we closed on the house on the 13th, but we didn't move in until the 16th. So it's just crazy. It went from October 28th. Like, we thought we were going to celebrate Thanksgiving in this house. Yeah, like, I mean, that was a dub. Yeah. But I mean, things happen. Things happen, but it all worked out for the best because now we're in the house. And I mean, I just feel like it's perfect timing. As much in the moment we were upset and stuff like that, but. So you guys can definitely expect a empty house tour soon. Mel is the GOAT for that. We drove here at like 6 p.m., got our keys the night before our movers were hired. And they were coming at like 9 a.m. and we weren't fully done packing. So I was like, Mel, we're just gonna have to do our like empty house tour with a few furniture pieces, you know, like whatever. Mel went, I was obviously sleeping. Mel went at 3 in the morning to this house to film you guys an empty house tour. I was like, I'm not breaking the YouTube rules. Wow. If it's an empty house tour, when I woke up and Mel said that he did that, I was like, YouTuber of the year. Gotta make it happen, you know? Can't relate. I was like, whatever. She was asleep, slumped in bed. I snuck out of the house. She didn't even know I was gone. Like, woke up next to her in the morning. I was like, yeah, I want to go film it. She was like, what? When? Crazy. And it's like the perfect amount of time to get a nursery together too, which we're obviously gonna vlog all of that. People look out for a little nursery transformation video, but we have so many ideas for this house. Definitely, I think our backyard transformation is gonna be a lit video. You guys are not gonna even. You guys aren't gonna be ready for what we're trying to do with this backyard. We already met with the landscaper, we got the design, like you guys aren't ready for this. We're just so excited to have all this space so when our families come to visit, like both sides of the family can visit at once. We really want this to be like the chill house, the party house. We want this house to be where everybody comes to, you know, hang out, eat, relax. I feel like it's just gonna lower our stress level and just make me and Naz even a little bit closer because as of the past few weeks, we've just been so stressed out with everything, and then even me, like now I have an office in a man caves with a proper desk and like chair. I went and got like this super expensive chair with the proper like lumbar and back support.
Because he was editing on a bar stool.
Yeah, I was editing on these bar stools.
Literally
right
his
here.
like posture, he was getting like neck problems. I'm like, your medical bills are gonna be so much more money than just to buy a proper chair.
And the way I would be stressed out editing for hours, and then Naz would say something, and then like the pain I was in would make me lash out, and then she would lash back because she's stressed out about the house. And
we have been lashing out at each other for real.
Yeah, so there's just been a lot going on behind the scenes the past few months, but it was just a combination of all of our stresses and things. But now that we're in the house, like everything is just starting to come together, and we feel like happy. Like, not that we weren't happy before, but we feel like now we can just, everything's just
I just felt like this house, we would tell our friends like we bought a house, and every time they see us like, so what's going on with the house, we're like,
we don't know. Okay, we don't know.
it was a lot.
Oh my
Definitely, we all have
gosh.
space. Everybody has space.
Yes,
here.
like I have my own room, Naz has her own room.
Oh, thank goodness.
Our master bedroom is huge. Like, we just have so much space to where we can be in the same house but feel like we're far apart from each other, and that, I feel like that's good and healthy for like a marriage especially.
Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you for our next video.
Peace.
Bye, guys.